How does the unrest in the Middle East impact ambitious connectivity projects like the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC, and the India-Middle East-Europe Corridor, IMEC? The Israel-Palestine conflict has stirred geopolitical uncertainties, shaking the ground beneath these significant ventures. CPEC, seeking to carve out an alternate trade route for China with the Gulf states, has achieved considerable progress. On the other hand, IMEC is still sketching its blueprint, aiming to build a strategic link between India, the Middle East, and Europe. The inclusion of Israel in IMEC, although promising Western support, brings with it the weight of ongoing conflict. The escalating tensions in Gaza pose a risk to IMEC, but the chance of these conflicts spilling over into the broader region remains distant. These unfolding events present both advantages and disadvantages to these projects, shaping their future in unexpected ways. Trust plays a pivotal role in investment decisions, but how does it affect projects like CPEC and IMEC? Let's delve into this with a real-world example: India's Adani Group and their successful bid for the Haifa port in Israel. Now, this wasn't just a business decision. It was a show of trust. Trust in the stability of the region, trust in the potential for growth, and trust in the burgeoning relationship between India and Israel. This is a prime example of how trust can significantly influence investment decisions, even amidst geopolitical uncertainties. But how does this all tie into the global energy market? Well, the World Bank has something to say about that. It warns of potential disruptions in energy and commodity markets due to conflicts like the one in the Middle East. But here's where it gets interesting. It also emphasizes the resilience of the global energy market. Yes, disruptions are probable, but the market has a way of bouncing back, of readjusting itself. It's like a well-oiled machine, pun intended, that keeps churning, adapting to changes and uncertainties, and powering the world. So we see that trust in investment decisions isn't just about the immediate gains. It's about believing in the resilience of the global systems, including the energy market. It's about seeing the potential amidst the challenges and taking calculated risks. Investment decisions and the global energy market are intertwined, affecting the outcome of projects like CPEC and IMEC. How does the Sino-American rivalry and the US pivot to Asia influence projects like CPEC and IMEC? This is a question that brings to light the complex dynamics of global geopolitics. When we examine the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, or CPEC, and the India-Middle East-Europe Corridor, known as IMEC, we see them as reflections of the larger Sino-American rivalry. They are not just infrastructure projects, they are strategic moves in a complex game of global chess. China's commitment to CPEC, despite the security risks and economic challenges, is a testament to its strategic vision. The corridor provides an alternate trade route for China to the Gulf states, reducing its reliance on the contentious South China Sea. It's a bold move, a key part of China's Belt and Road Initiative, and a direct challenge to American influence in the region. Meanwhile, the US, recognizing the shifting balance of power, is making its own strategic pivot to Asia. This pivot is not just military, but also economic and diplomatic. It's a comprehensive strategy to strengthen alliances, foster economic ties, and promote democratic values. In this context, IMEC emerges as a calculated countermove. It's still in the conceptual stage, but its potential significance is clear. By including Israel, it can secure Western support and counterbalance China's growing influence. Yet, as we've seen, these ambitious projects are not immune to the uncertainties of geopolitics. The recent unrest in the Middle East, for example, poses significant risks. The geopolitical chessboard of the Sino-American rivalry and the US pivot to Asia shapes the destiny of CPEC and IMEC. These projects are not just about roads and ports, they are about power, influence, and the future of the global order. What would an exacerbation of the Israel-Palestine conflict mean for CPEC and IMEC? Let's delve into this. An escalation in the Israel-Palestine conflict poses a significant risk to both the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor and the India-Middle East-Europe Corridor. The geopolitical uncertainties that come with the conflict could potentially interrupt these connectivity projects that are critical to the regional and global trade dynamics. However, it's essential to note that both projects have shown resilience in the face of adversity. CPEC, with its aim to provide China an alternate trade route, has made substantial progress despite security risks and economic challenges. On the other hand, IMEC, still in its conceptual stages, is a calculated approach to counterbalance China's Belt and Road Initiative. It assumes its role despite the risks in the region, leveraging advantages like Western support through the inclusion of Israel. So, while the road ahead may be uncertain due to the conflict, the resilience inherent in these projects may yet see them through these challenging times.